All right, what happened after that? Well, this is actually how a bagel changed the course of my life. Let me tell you how. Joker, I'm making a video. Wait a second. No. So, I just arrived in America and I loved bagels because I just discovered them. I was literally addicted to bagels. I was eating them all the time. And I was biking everywhere because bicycle was so cheap. And one day I was going to the hostel and I was eating a bagel on my bicycle and there was a bump and I didn't see the bump. And so I fell and I fractured my wrist. Um, I tried to keep working at the hostel, but one day my manager came to me and he was like, Pierre, you're moving so slow. I'm so sorry, but we're gonna have to lay you off because you're moving way too slow. I thought that was so mean. I was like, okay, so I couldn't stay at the hostel anymore and I had to find a new place. So I stayed for a little bit at one of the front desk people's place because they were sweet enough to let me stay there for very cheap rent. I could heal my wrist, and then I put my pride in my pocket. I went back to the hostel, worked there again. They took me back, but then I decided to take another job. And then after 2 years at the hostel, I found a job as a crepe maker. So you know the people that makes crepes? Well, that's what I was doing. I went for the job. I had a French accent. They liked it. They said, "Oh, that's great. It works." They gave me a beret. So I was wearing a beret, making crepes on Santa Monica Boulevard in Los Angeles. For 3 years, I had that job. It was kind of fun. It was crazy. It was actually working really well, and there was a line every morning, and there was so many crepes to make. I was so stressed out, and I would forget sometimes ingredients, and people would get really mad. I was not a really good waiter. I was not really a really good crepe maker either. But anyway, I stayed there for 2 years, 3 years. And after that job, so I did the hostel, then after crepe maker, then after I had a job as a waiter.